So this is the 1.6 litre supercharged car. So the first of the cars and the only supercharged car that Mini made. We do a lot with track preparation from this, and it's still might be an old car, but it's a very popular car with our users. Great fun to drive, whether that's on the road, on the circuit. It's fantastic.
And this one, in case of a budget, how expensive for the drivers? I mean, is this the lowest category or it's expensive category?
Well, these are the older cars.
So
they do tend to be cheaper to acquire. So you're probably looking a couple of £1,000 to pick a car up, and then I would always budget around sort of £8,000 to get it track ready and prepared. So for £10,000 you've got an awful lot of fun.
So it's still quite reasonable.
It's good quality entry level motorsport, fantastic fun.
Nice one. And as normally you have all the frameworks as it should be by MSA, and anything you can change, or everything strictly under the Mini Challenge rules?
Well, this isn't built for Mini Challenge. This is a circuit, well, just a track car.
Just a track car.
It's just a track car. It's never been raced. This one.
But I mean, can you use it in the Mini Challenge?
For this one, no, you couldn't. There are a couple of bits that have been tweaked for the user for this, which would make it not suitable for Mini Challenge. This car's running around 240 horsepower, so a lot more than the standard car. So for that reason, it wouldn't be suitable. And then there are also a few changes to the interior that aren't aren't up to regulations for Mini Challenge.
Got it. So this one you can use only for the track day.
This is a track day car.
And is any of these cars you can use for the Mini Challenge?
No. So this car is just a track toy. We've built the R56 here. So this is the 1.6 litre turbo variant. We built this as really a fast road, occasional track day car. So it's really geared towards B and A road usage. We're running about 350 horsepower on this car, so it's a good handful. Great to drive. It's very capable on circuit as well, but this again is geared towards fast road applications. The cage in the back is what we term as a show cage. It's not an MSA regulation cage. We do offer an MSA regulation bolting cage for these as well. So if you want to get the car on circuit for racing, yes, you can absolutely do that. And then the other car that we've got here is the F56, so the 2 litre turbo variant. And again, we're running around 300 horsepower on this. And the idea for this car, what we did for this build, it was geared towards sort of a high-end luxury road application build. So we have really nice trick products. We've got Remus exhausts on this. We also have RSI C6 carbon components just for a little bit of extra styling. There's some lovely changes for the air intake system. There's an Armour carbon air intake system on this. Nitron coilovers, which are ideal for the road. You can find those on the limited edition challenge cars. We've got OZ racing wheels and Tarox brakes. So this really is geared towards as a good, fun road car.
Well, I can see that this one even has the rear seats as well, so it's completely ready for the road.
Ready for the road, ready to take the family out and have a good bit of fun with as well.
And that two cars, because they have a roll cage, are they gonna stay with the roll cage, or you can put the seats at the back to use it for the for extra passengers?
No. If they've got the roll cage in, there's not really enough room for seats.
Okay, so it's only for fun.
You sacrifice the seats for the roll cage. Mm-hmm. And again, the roll cage in this one is there for styling and a little bit of protection, but as I said, that one's not MSA approved, so if you want that, we can do that as well.
How difficult to what you need to rebuild in this car to make them Mini Challenge competitive car, usable for Mini Challenge?
Well, Mini Challenge now is using the F-Series platform rather than the R-Series platform. So there are classes in the Mini Challenge where you can still use in the open class. You can still use for those. For this car, you regulate it to 180 horsepower per ton. This is obviously a lot more than that for the Mini Challenge. So you would need to effectively remove a lot of the hardware modifications and return the car close to standard again. Obviously it needs all the safety equipment in there, so cage, battery isolators, you'll need a fire extinguisher in there, so there'd be a lot of preparation work to do to get that track ready. Blue R53, not so much, but again running a lot more power than is typically standard for the Mini Challenge.
As I understand now, Mini Challenge it's not that cheap if you go to the highest specs. Yeah,
I'm sure you can spend as much as you like on these.
Yeah,
these circuits.
exactly. Sid, thank you very much for all this information.
More than welcome.
Amazing cars,
Thank you.
amazing info, and
Thank you very much.
I'm going to move forward to see what else we have here.
Hope you enjoy the show.
Thank you very much, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Mate, and can you a little bit tell me? I can see you have like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
5 cars, yeah.
5. Can you tell me a little bit about them?
Yeah, I do. So this is Jay's 1.7 Puma. Mainly built for cornering, braking, quick on corners and things like that. So basically completely stripped out, bucket seats, roll cage, brakes by Tarox, suspension, everything like that. We've got Tom's Fiesta ST, which is entering into a race series as well this year. So obviously that's fully spec'd with cages and things like that.
All MSA legal, yeah?
Yeah, so that has to be to a certain regs.
What the championship he gonna do?
I'm not 100% sure what it's called, so you have to catch that later.
Got it.
We've got Liam's Clio 197 Sport, currently on Tarox brakes, suspension. Also got, I can let you in this on this one. If I can know how to open it.
Ooh, wow.
Also with track car door cards on there as well. Yeah, so we with track car door cards on there as well, and stripped out interior. So this is just a nice little pocket hatch
for the track day.
Yeah, purely just track days. It's road legal as well, so you know we take it anywhere we want. But yeah, built just for mainly on track.
Nice one.
And then probably off to Craig's other Craig Clio.
Is that 206?
No, Renault Clio.
Oh, sorry, it's a Renault Clio.
Yeah, with 2-litre Williams engine into it.
I always confuse them with a Peugeot.
yeah. So again, stripped out interior, Tarox brakes, suspension as well, roll cage, and just high-spec windows as well.
Wow, that's nice.
So yeah, again,
you even can do in this one the Clio, the historical Clio Cup, I think it's called.
You probably be able to, yeah, should be able to, but again, it probably have to be to a certain regs of what harnesses are, and what seats are, and all those kind of things. So these are just built for daily track drivers. That you can just turn up to a track day like Cadwell, anywhere else in the country, and just rock up and drive your own car, really. And then obviously we've got Alex's Lotus as well. So this is probably the star of the show this weekend, actually. So yeah.
People was very interested in this one.
Yeah, it's getting quite a lot of interest in there. It's a nice car to use, but then also be able to take it on track as well. It's kind of one of those in between having a nice car and use it at weekends.
And you don't need to prepare it. It's
this is already from the factory, isn't it?
Nice one. So the general idea of your track addict, the general idea is to like gather people together and have. Yeah, it's just some interesting fun with the cars. Yeah,
it's basically building a community.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that you go to a track day in your track car.
Yeah.
And somebody else with a track addict sticker or that you see on their car, you can go up to them and talk to them and say, right, we've got things in common. I'll help you out. Let's help you out. Let's take you out for a passenger lap. Let's take things like that. We just found it out that when we went to track days, you parked up, you drove your own car, you went home. And that was it.
Yeah.
But you might go, I like that car and I want to see what it's like out on track, so can I go out for a passenger lap on it? You've got a track addict sticker on there. You've got that, right, I know them through the forum and through the internet and through the websites. I can go and speak to them and I'm not scared about doing it. And we're hopefully people that have our stickers and that are branded up with this feel the same way, and they're more than happy to take people out and show them what they've built and what they've got.
Nice one. Really amazing idea. From today, I will follow you guys as well.
Yeah, thank you very much.
If any track day comes up, I'm going to go and join you.
Yeah. Well, we're hopefully doing Cadwell Park over in Lincolnshire at the end of April. So, but again, on Instagram account, we'll post when we're going there and what dates and things like that.
I'll follow you right now, guys.
Yeah.
Mate, thanks a lot for all information. Beautiful cars, amazing setup.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just good luck today and enjoy it.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
fully
Can I
classed.
ask you, because this is Tillotson, yeah?
Yes.
There is we have another like a Honda engines which is popular as well.
Yes.
This one 225 you said.
225cc. The most important thing, the difference between the Tillotson engine and the Honda engine, obviously the Honda engine primarily was designed as a generator engine or a lawnmower engine.
Yeah.
So the internal parts aren't, maybe the tolerances aren't very close, you know, so we find quite a few differences between one engine and another. This engine has a billet conrod and a billet flywheel in order to get the tolerances as close as possible so that the racing is nice and close and fair. And also people can't spend stupid amount of money on different engines that maybe this one's faster than that one. It's really, like I say, designed for budget racing.
Is it because it's 225? Is it torquey engine? Is it?
Yes, the bottom end is very, very good. Very good.
Oh my God, I need to arrange with you something like a testing.
Yeah,
on my YouTube
we have
channel.
open tests. Yeah, no problem. Please, take some information.
Definitely. I'm going to take one of your leaflets.
Yeah, we have open tests all the way throughout the year. Come and test it, and then of course, please.
So I'm buying the go-kart, and what else expenses should I expect?
So basically, we're offering three options. If people want to buy the car and take it away themselves, and they can transport it and then come to the races, no problem. The best option that we've found.
Just a second. Yeah, sorry.
The best option that we found that people like the most is that they buy the equipment, they leave it with us, it gets set up and everything for them, but we prepare it and transport it to the races. So they then literally come and they're getting in their own car, but we've taken it to the race for them so they don't have to transport anything.
And of course it's going to be extra.
Yeah, of course, but it's only a small preparation fee, £100 preparation fee, and then transport, depending on how far the track is away, but maybe £40-50 for the transport. So it's still not expensive in terms of things.
And I see all the trucks, it's not that far away from
the reason being is because I'm based in Silverstone, and so we've done most of the testing around that area. So our customer base initially, the people who have tested it, have been from around that area. So for its first year, I wanted to make sure the tracks were in a very close region, obviously the Midlands and a little bit south. For sure, for 2021, we will then obviously make the class for northern, southern, and maybe expand a little bit more. But we had to create a customer base first of all. Here at the show, the last 4 days have been incredible. We've had a massive interest, and we take.
Well, I can imagine even I was walking, and I'm like.
Yeah, because of the price, obviously. In comparison, when people ask me to quote, I have a two-stroke racing team as well. Piers Sexton Racing. And when people ask me to quote them for a two-stroke package, it's like £6,500 now, This under £3,000 is incredible for the whole package with the tyres and everything ready to race.
What I like, this is a four-stroke, it's very reliable.
Yeah, so we're talking maybe 100 hours on the engine. Very reliable, very reliable.
3 times more.
Yeah, even
4 times
more.
more.
Very reliable. And also for the championship, what we've done over the 8 rounds is we're limiting the amount of sets of tyres people can put on. So only 4 sets of tyres over 8 rounds, and we make sure that everybody puts new tyre on at the same time again to create a level playing field.
So you mean they use the tyres for 2 races?
2 races and then change. Yeah.
What about wets?
Wets are extra. It's difficult to restrict the amount of wets because maybe you have a drying track, and so what we will introduce is a minimum tread depth. When the wet achieves the minimum tread depth, then you can buy a new tyre. So people can't keep putting new wets on. Also, everything's based on.
Clever.
Yeah, everything is based on budget, fair racing.
That's true. You know what? Really amazing. Like the idea, and definitely gonna try to test it.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So this one, what category is this one?
There's 4 classes.
4 classes.
Yeah, there's 4 classes. Well, there's actually a 5th now because there's been some minis that have entered. So they've got their own class. And this is going to be in class. Get myself right. This is C. So anything that isn't an M Sport vehicle up to a 3 litre goes in C. So this car particularly will be in C class. That would be in C class. That's a 2.5 litre, and that would be in the top class.
Top class.
Yeah, that's 3.5, 3.2 E46.
So this is M series.
Yeah.
Oh right. And because you said this one is a C and that one is a C, so they.
Yeah, well, there's certain engine codes that are allowed into each class. You see, because there's anything from a 1600 to a 2 litre is in D. Anything from a 2 litre to a 3 litre non-M Sport is in C, and then it goes up So if you get if you've got a 3 litre E36, that's B, and if you go E46 M3, that goes in A.
Got it. But when they're racing together, it doesn't mean that they're competing for the same.
I don't know yet. He's only just built it.
Got it.
But yeah, this is.
But what I mean when they're racing together, it doesn't mean that they race for the same championship trophy.
Yeah, we're all in it together. They all race at the same time.
Yeah.
But as long as you've got 2 people in the same class racing at the same time, you gain maximum points.
Got
so
it.
unless if you only got one of you in a class, you don't gain maximum points. If you've got 2 in a class upwards, you all gain maximum points. So it gets quite close.
But because this one has a 2.8 and that one is 2.5, so where is the advantages of that car?
You've got a power to weight. So the cars have all got the power to weight will try and make a level pegging for everybody. You won't get that with obviously the M3s,
of course, yeah.
The power to weight works more for the people in that class. So if you're in a certain class, there'll be a power to weight. They would have a certain power to weight in their class. So hopefully each class would have a nice close race. That's the point of it all.
Now I understand it.
Yeah.
And can you tell me also which one is the best to start with?
Those.
2.5.
Yeah, or 2.5 litre compact, or the old E36, like this shape,
like this one,
with like an 1800. You could go in D, and that's where you'd start. That's the best way to go in. I started in that. This is my 6th year racing now, but I started in that. It's
a lot of things you need to do on the car when you buy it. I mean, of course
you can do on little as much as you want to, really.
Oh,
that
really?
That car there. Not obviously with all the paint and everything like that. You could get one of those and come racing. If you built it yourself, you'd probably do it for £7,000.
And it's ready.
And you're ready racing, yeah.
That's nice.
You want to do something like that, but it doesn't have to have that paint work or everything. You'd probably talk about 9 or 10,000.
But it's still
it's not
affordable.
To go racing. It's not loads of money.
And what about that one? As I understand, that one is going to be the most expensive.
Well, yeah, that's anything from £50,000 upwards.
And endless.
Yes, because you still got a power to weight, but you can obviously have better bits on it than others or whatever. So ABS system could be better, the ECU could be different, suspension can be different. As long as the power to weight's right, really you can do what you like.
But I mean, it's still restricted with.
It's still restricted power to weight.
Power to weight.
100%, yeah. So we have to take them all to one rolling road in Northampton, a company called Jam Sport. You take them there, you get them. They do 3 power runs. The highest power run will get sent to us, and then the owner will get 1 copy, and then we'll weigh the car with the same scale. Every car will get weighed with the same scales, and then they'll get told what they've actually lead they've got a bit put in, or they can make their car lighter by whatever kilos.
Nice one, Seb. Sounds really amazing championship. Really interesting. Maybe I even gonna visit you one round.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for all this information, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you very much,
sir.
Thanks.